What's up, y'all? It's your boy Mustard, back with another video, and today, surprisingly, we here to talk about some more Xdefiant. Now, I know I'm a little bit behind, but I'm gonna give y'all my somewhat Season 1 and Season 2, really, so far review. Season 1 wasn't bad. We had the sniper and the assault rifle, which both of them were pretty nice, and then they had, like, the new mastery camos or whatever, but I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm not gonna talk about that really that much for both seasons because I didn't bother to get that high anyways. Season 1, like, hit detection for me was a big problem, so that's kind of why I didn't play this as much. And Season 1 pretty much just wrapped off. Y'all know GSK was the lead-in faction for that, and they switched it to GS Commando. That, to me, Season 1 was great around the time period it came out. I just feel like that a big part of this game has been overshadowed with, like, controversy or rumors. So, you know, they had to switch GSK to GS Commando, and Season 1 was just Season 1. I didn't really play it like that. But Season 2, moving on to Season 2 here. And the faction for Season 2 is the Highwaymen from Far Cry New Dawn. For a lot of people who don't know, if y'all didn't play that Far Cry, pretty decent Far Cry. It wasn't terrible. I liked the story. It was just the same, you know, Far Cry formula. That's the problem with Ubisoft. Like, they don't. That's why they're cooked right now. I'm not gonna hold you up. And they got the PP-19. I don't have any gameplay with it, but it was a pretty nice SMG. It was a pretty solid SMG. Wasn't nothing really wrong with it, except when you moved around with it, it's a little bit, you move around a little bit slower than the other SMGs, I'll say. So that's pretty good, or pretty bad. Jesus Christ, my bad. I said that's pretty bad, but the map is Waterfront, I believe. That map's okay. I didn't really have too many issues with it. And speaking of hit detection, before I get on, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a lot better. It's a lot better in Season 2. So I'll say they cleaned up. And I don't know if it's just me, but the game kind of aesthetically looks a little bit better. I don't know if maybe that's just me. I don't know. But yeah, the Highwaymen, they have the turret, which, to be honest, you're just Torbjorn now. Like, I ain't gonna hold you up. You're just Torbjorn. Some people say it's good. A lot of people say it doesn't really do much, but to me, you're just Torbjorn. Like, that's how I take it. And then the saw blade. Interesting ult for them to put in this game. I actually think that is well done. I did not think that they would think of something like that, but I'm glad that they put it in. It's interesting. It could bounce off of walls and stuff like that. It's a very interesting ult to have. I'll leave it at that. But other than that, we do got 2 more maps coming out, you know. So that'll be interesting to look forward to. Now, I guess I can't really give much thought to it right now because I played Season 2, but, like, not as much. But all in all, I will say Season 2 right now is a pretty solid, you know, experience. But my issues with this game, well, I wouldn't really say issues. The thing that kind of scares me for this game is, you know, you don't believe all the rumors and allegations that you hear going on, but, you know, the player base was very low after the first season, like everybody knows and stuff like that. Then I heard the rumors of going around that they were going to get shut down by, like, Season 3 if the game doesn't improve. So that has me a bit worried. I did hear that the player base did, like, get a little bit better, or I'd say, like, I guess a lot better or whatever when Season 2 dropped, because Season 1 felt like that there wasn't a lot of content. And here in Season 2, I do feel like they do bring in a lot more content. But what my honest opinion is like, they kind of waited too late. And I know a lot of people were kind of playing this game because they were like, oh, we're sick of Call of Duty, and Call of Duty does the same thing every year. But Call of Duty is a multi-million-dollar company at this point. Like, Activision is a multi-million-dollar company. And my problem, well, the problem with Xdefiant and Ubisoft is when Black Ops 6 drops, regardless if people hate it or like it, there's going to be those certain amount of people that are just going to continue playing it regardless of the issues. And the fact that we're getting this content, of course, always bring more content to Xdefiant, but are they gonna be able to truly outlast Call of Duty? They kind of call Call of Duty and like, it's like I don't remember when this game came out. It was like the beginning of the year, so it's like people were already tired of MW3 or just didn't play it at all. And they had its issues, but Treyarch seems to somehow impress every time they come out with a Call of Duty game, regardless how you feel about Cold War. Cold War wasn't that bad to me, honestly, but we're really gonna see how the player base really like flips and turns, with Black Ops 6 coming out. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes after that. But other than that, I hope they keep bringing out the content and stuff like that. And before I go, actually, let's talk about Bomb, the game mode that Search and Destroy. As you see now, I played very terrible. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, this was me getting back into Xdefiant. I did play a lot more matches, but I was doing terrible. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even that good at this game. Like, I'm terrible. Call of Duty, I'm better for some reason. I don't know, but Bomb is very interesting. I don't like Search and Destroy. I do like how they, have the Search and Destroy like implication. I don't even know how to say that word. God. Anyways, Bomb's pretty nice. But what I'll say is I don't like how Xdefiant has the abilities in Bomb. I feel like it kills like the whole point of Xdefiant being like this Call of Duty shooter, but it's also like got the hero abilities and aspects to it. Like, and that's only a one life game mode. So I think it's kind of bad because you kind of have to just strategize. And if someone's walking around with a turret or a shock trap on the ground, then it's kind of like kind of defeats the purpose. It's a little frustrating, I'll say. So other than that, Battle Pass will always be the Battle Pass. The faction was really well, and I actually really didn't have a big issue with this game. It's doing a lot better to me than it did the first season. So if I have to give it a final verdict, I'd actually give this game like an 8 out of 10. It's very solid. It's a very good game. It's like solid is like 5, y'all. I'm so sorry. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. It's very good. It does its job. It's just that right now it's at a very concerning point with Call of Duty getting so close to coming out and seeing how they maintain their player base. And plus, they did show like Season 3 finally bringing prestiges and stuff like that. And my only take on that is why are they waiting so long for Season 3? Because now when they bring prestiges, Call of Duty will already be out, and they brought back prestiges. And I think it would just to one-up them necessarily. But now that they did that, it's like now y'all don't have anything that Call of Duty didn't have before. Because Call of Duty trying to step their game up to get their player base back. So it's just a little... We'll have to see what happens. We'll see who's on Call of Duty, who's on Xdefiant. But other than Ubisoft literally failing at every game they've done like the last year or two, it'll be interesting to see what they do. So with that being said, y'all, until next time, I'm out.